With respect to leadership in the corporate world or leadership in the organization or industry, the Gita is very specific. It recognizes that there are two divisions of psychology that work at the workplace. They are known as contracts, or you can call them as the core cornerstones based on which any workforce will be working. The first type of contract or the first type of core value is called a market contract, wherein everybody who works in an organization always has the thinking, what's in it for me? Or how am I going to be compensated? Or how am I going to be recognized to perform this activity? There used to be a time when such sort of thinking was okay if you were doing a lot more than what was your responsibility. But from personal experience, I'm sure a lot of us would agree that today's workforce needs to be recognized even for performing their assigned duty. Today's workforce needs to be compensated, is looking for to be compensated for doing their assigned duty, howsoever insignificant or howsoever significant it might be. And then there is the second type of contract, which is called an ownership contract or a psychological contract, where the workforce thinks, how can I contribute more? The market contract talks about receiving, and the psychological contract talks about giving. It is very important for anyone aspiring for a leadership role to move from the market contract way of thinking to the psychological contract way of thinking. And it's equally important, if you are already in a leadership role, to ensure that all of your workforce have made this transition, have crossed the bridge from the market contract, from the thinking of what's in it for me, to the psychological contract, to the thinking of how more can I contribute. This is done in two ways. The first way, यद यद आचरति श्रेष्ठः तत्तदेव इतरो जनः स यत् प्रमाणं कुरुते लोकः तद अनुवर्तते. यद यद आचरति श्रेष्ठः, whatever the leader does, tattadeva itaro janaha, all of his people will follow him blindly. Sayat pramanam kurute, if an actionable leader tells something, it becomes precedence, it becomes evidence. Lokaha tad anuvartate, the entire environment will start quoting him. The important point is the word actionable leader. So it is not enough if we just take up a leadership responsibility and we don't get down with our nose on the realistic situation, with our nose on the ground, and lead by example. We need to lead by example. Do first, then direct. Understand that any kind of effort is non-negotiable. It is not enough if you are a leader just sitting inside a room and directing all your subordinates and finding faults with their effort. Go with them for that sales call. Be with them for attending the customer. If there is a problem in the shop floor, go and stand there. Every effort is worth recognizing irrespective of the quantum. If a leader is able to demonstrate all of this, which can be done only and only if he gets down onto the ground, not necessarily 100% of the time, because then it is a question of productivity, but where it matters, so that people get a feeling that even if they slip, they will be held back. The second way of achieving a state of inspired leadership, which Krishna did to inspire Arjuna to actually come back into the war, with renewed vigor is to understand that there is a sense of duality in whatever work we do. We talked about this when we discussed on emotions, that there will be criticism, there will be praise. This message keeps on repeating in the Gita because it is important to condition the mind in a consistent manner. It's not enough if in one chapter Krishna says that if you receive praise or if you receive criticism, be centered. He needed to tell it again and again. So with respect to the workplace, the Gita stresses on the fact that we need to understand there is always a duality of emotions because the workplace is a cauldron of emotions. Matra sparshastu kaunteya shitoshna sukha dukkada agama payino nityam tam stitikshasva bharata. Krishna says here that the duality of emotions will always be there in a work spot or a workplace. So it is important, however, or wherever we are placed in the entire link of the process in our work spot, to do our activity and do our work with 100% vigor, 100% energy and a sense of fulfillment and enjoyment. As long as we are able to derive this from the work that we do, we are on a clear blueprint towards progress in our career. Let's open the forum for discussions.